Hey everyone, Craig Williams here, back with another video. In this video, I've handed the tutorial over to one of my friends, Justin Pereira. He's going to show you how he made the bass synth for the remix that he did for me. Had a couple of people ask how it was made, so I asked him, and he made this cool little video. All the details where you can check him out are in the description. They're also at the end of the video, so make sure you head along and go and check out his stuff. He's getting lots of love from some pretty good DJs, and he makes some really good music. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to head over and give my Facebook page a like, and SoundCloud and all that sort of stuff. Without further ado, here you go.
What's up, guys? My name is Justin Pereira. I'm going to be showing you how to make the bass sound that I made for Craig Williams on Connect, the remix I did for him. Let me show you what it sounds like real quick.
There was something missing.
Alright, basically it's two bass sounds, one at a higher frequency and one at a sub frequency, to make one overall sound. What I did to make this bass sound is I use massive. I have a massive patch. It's really simple. It's just 3 square waves, 3 square saw waves at 0, plus 12, and plus 7. I duplicated out to have 2 of them. And on the first one, what I did is I went to Ableton, I went to overdrive and dragged the preset called distort. I also dragged a phaser in there. In the poles at 4, earth, color 50%, dry wet all the way up, and frequency at 1.2 kilohertz and feedback at 0.85. And what gives it a lot of the gritty feeling is a saturator from Ableton, of course. Just drag a saturator in there and put the drive all the way up. And then on the second bass, I have an overdrive as well, but it's a little bit different. It's at 20 kilohertz. 3.02, dry 50, tone 50, dry wet 7. And I added an EQ that just really boosts the lows and the highs. And what really does a trick on this patch is amp, which you get from Ableton as well. It's you want to make sure you have it at bass, volume at 7.86, dry wet 50, treble 2.97, middle 5.0, bass 5.32, gain at 6.19. And I have a Parametric EQ, and basically all I did is just boost the EQ at I think it's like 297, 298, and that's all I really did. And this is what it sounds like by itself. And let me just show you how important these little effects are. Let me just turn it off to show you what it sounds like dry. See, it makes a huge difference. And let me show you what this sub bass sound sounds like without an amp. It just gives it a really gritty feeling. Okay, guys, what I did to bounce out the sound into an audio file like this is you go into Ableton, you add an audio rack. You go audio from, and you want to get, either from each massive preset, or you can even do it as a group. Let me show you how to do it as a group just to save some time. So what you do is get audio from Dirty Bass, which is what this group's called. You click record, and then you play record. You click record and then play out the sound, and you'll see like a audio file being made as the sound plays. Let me show you what that looks like.
Missing.
Alright, so as you see, an audio file came about. Let me show you what it sounds like by itself. Sounds pretty good. So what I did though, I didn't record the group. I just recorded each massive preset, and this is what I have here. Except I still had to go a little bit further. My idea was, this is a higher sounding bass. I had a little bit of reverb, and then on the multi-band dynamics, I boosted the highs, boosted the middle, and lowered the lows, and added a limiter to keep it safe and still gritty. And then this was the same idea. It's from here. It's from this instance of Massive. And what I did is I wanted to make it sound like a sub bass. So I added reverb to give it more room. And then on the multi-band dynamics, I lowered the highs, lowered a little bit in the middle, and boosted the lows. Added a limiter. So what you get is just one overall bass sound. And if you could even go a step further, bounce it out to one bass sound. But I don't see the point of doing that really. And guys, make sure that you have your sidechain compression from the kick to get that pump feeling. So let's just see what it sounds like again. Alright guys, I hope that helped. If it did help and you like the sound, please check out my music. You can find me at soundcloud.com/JustinPerea, JustinPerea. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/JustinPereaMusic. Hope you enjoyed.